Freedom is no longer fearing anyone's judgment. It is a quiet, profound realization that often comes with the passing of years, a gentle unfolding, like the petals of a flower opening to the sun. In the early chapters of our lives, we are taught to care about what others think. We measure our worth by the smiles we receive, the praise we gather, the approval that seems to open doors, and the criticism that feels like a heavy stone in our pockets. But as time goes by, something remarkable happens. The voices that once echoed so loudly in our minds begin to fade. The opinions of others, once so powerful, become like distant waves, barely reaching the shore of our consciousness. Each day in the later seasons of life brings its own story, a reflection on the journey so far and the wisdom that has quietly accumulated. Perhaps it begins with a simple morning, sunlight filtering through the curtains, casting golden patterns on the walls. In this moment, there is no rush, no urgent need to prove anything. The world outside may still be bustling, but inside there is a calmness, a sense that you are enough just as you are. There is a unique beauty in growing older. With each passing year, the pressure to conform, to meet expectations, to fit into someone else's mold, begins to loosen its grip. You start to see the world through your own eyes, not through the lens of someone else's approval. The laughter lines on your face, the silver in your hair, these are not marks of age, but badges of experience, of stories lived and lessons learned. In the quiet moments, you may find yourself reflecting on the times you held back. A word unsaid, a dream deferred, a part of yourself hidden away for fear of judgment. But now you realize that those fears were like shadows, growing larger only when you turned your back to the light. The freedom you feel now is not the absence of fear, but the presence of courage. It is the gentle but firm belief that your life is your own, and you have earned the right to live it authentically. Imagine a day in the life of someone who has embraced this freedom. Perhaps she is a grandmother, her hands weathered but strong, tending to her garden in the early morning. She wears a wide-brimmed hat, not because it is fashionable, but because it keeps the sun off her face as she works the soil. She hums a tune from her childhood, not caring if anyone hears. The flowers bloom under her care, each one a testament to patience and quiet joy. She does not worry about the neighbors' opinions. Her garden is her sanctuary, a place where she can simply be. Or perhaps it is a retired teacher sitting in a park with a well-worn book in his hands. He reads not to impress, but for the sheer pleasure of the story. He watches the world go by. Children playing, couples strolling, birds flitting from tree to tree. He smiles at the memories that drift through his mind. Lessons taught, friendships made, the small victories and the inevitable mistakes. He knows now that perfection was never the goal. It was always about growth, about kindness, about making a difference, however small. Every day brings a new opportunity to live without the weight of judgment. It might be as simple as wearing the clothes you love, regardless of trends. It could be trying a new hobby, dancing in your living room, or singing along to your favorite song. It might mean speaking your truth, even if your voice trembles, or choosing silence when words are not needed. It is about honoring your own needs, setting boundaries, and nurturing your well-being. Freedom from judgment is not about ignoring others or becoming indifferent. It is about understanding that everyone has their own journey, their own struggles, their own fears. When you let go of the need for approval, you also let go of the need to judge others. Compassion grows in the space where judgment once lived. You begin to see people for who they are, not for who you think they should be. This freedom invites you to rediscover yourself. Maybe you pick up a paintbrush for the first time in decades, letting colors flow onto the canvas without worrying about the outcome. Maybe you write a letter to an old friend or to your younger self, forgiving the mistakes and celebrating the courage it took to keep going. Maybe you travel to a place you've always wanted to see, or simply take a walk in your neighborhood, noticing the beauty that was always there. As you embrace this new chapter, you realize that life is not about the destination, but about the moments that make up the journey. The laughter shared over a cup of tea, the warmth of a grandchild's hug, the quiet pride in a job well done. These are the things that matter. These are the mysteries that linger, long after the opinions of others have faded away. There is a certain wisdom that comes with age, a knowledge that happiness is not found in the approval of others, but in the acceptance of oneself. You learn to celebrate your strengths, to forgive your shortcomings, to cherish your uniqueness. You understand that your worth does not diminish with time, but grows richer, deeper, more resilient. For those in the later seasons of life, this freedom is a gift, but it is also a responsibility. It is an invitation to be a beacon for others, to show younger generations that it is possible to live authentically, to be true to oneself, to find joy in the simple things. Your example can inspire others to let go of their own fears, to step into the light, to live with courage and compassion. Every day is a new story, a fresh perspective. Some days may bring challenges, aches and pains, losses and disappointments. But even in these moments, there is strength to be found. The freedom from judgment means you can ask for help when you need it, without shame or embarrassment. It means you can grieve openly, love deeply, laugh loudly. It means you can be vulnerable, knowing that vulnerability is not weakness, but the source of true connection. As you move through each day, take time to honor your journey. Reflect on the obstacles you have overcome, the lessons you have learned, the love you have given and received. Each wrinkle, each scar, each memory is a testament to a life well lived. You are not defined by the opinions of others, but by the choices you make, the kindness you show, the legacy you leave. Let your days be filled with gratitude for the sunrise, for the laughter of children, for the taste of your favorite meal, for the comfort of a warm blanket on a cold night. Let go of regrets, knowing that every experience has shaped you into the person you are today. Embrace the freedom to say yes to new adventures and the wisdom to say no when it is right for you. In the twilight years, there is a special kind of beauty, a serenity that comes from knowing yourself, from accepting your story, from living with intention. You become a storyteller, a keeper of memories, a source of inspiration for those who follow. Your life is a tapestry, woven with threads of joy and sorrow, hope and resilience, laughter and tears. Freedom is no longer fearing anyone's judgment. It is waking up each morning with the knowledge that you are enough, just as you are. It is living each day with authenticity, with courage, with an open heart. It is finding peace in the present moment and hope for the days to come. So, as you move forward, celebrate this freedom. Share your wisdom, your kindness, your laughter. Embrace the beauty of each day, knowing that your life is a gift and your story is worth telling. Let the world see you, not as others wish you to be, but as you truly are, wise, compassionate, resilient, and free.